Namaste. In the last video, we've been going through the indexes which is in this particular book. Approximately around 28 words we have gone through. There are many words still in this particular book in the index. This is the second part of that particular video, in which I would love to go through the rest of the indexes in this particular book. So let's begin. The 29th word in the index of my book is the Dhana. Dhana is here in this particular context. The Dhana is being referred to the wealth of a particular person he can own. So what do you mean by Dhana? Wealth, in the sense, when we look into the Indian cosmology, wealth is not just the money which you were able to control. The Dhana falls into many different categories, but in this particular context, the Dhana is being referred to wealth only, but Dhana can be acquired from your parents, or also it can be acquired from your previous birth also. Like, for example, whatever you are enjoying right now may be the fruits that might be coming from the previous birth of yours, according to the Indian Vedic cosmology. This is what something which is referred to the Dhana. Dhana can be go much more deeper, like the amount of the friends you are owning is a Dhana, the family you are owning is Dhana, the health which you are enjoying is Dhana, the money which you can which is in your hand is Dhana. So the Dhana can be different, and it is a continuous process. Like, as you die and get rebirth, the Dhana can be acquired from your previous birth also, and that will be carried forward as well, like for the next birth as well. And the karma is the word which we need to dig much more deeper actually. Like it is not just action. Like many places I have seen that the karma is being translated as mere action, but exactly the Dhana is not just the mere action which you perform. Basically, Dhana, karma is not just the mere action which you perform. Karma is the force which enables you to perform that particular action and helps you to get the result from that particular action. This is called a karma. This is called karma. Labha is something which you enjoy, which is the outcome of the karma. You perform some job, or you perform some deed, and it will give you something out of that particular deed. This is called Labha. Moksha, if we look into the cosmology, moksha is something which is referred to as the what would I say, like, it is a state. Mano buddhya hangara chitta ninadam na chakshotra jikhe na chakrana netre aham nirvikalpo nirakara ropat shivanandam anandam shivoham. This stanza is from Nirvana Shaktam, which is being written by Sri Shankaracharya. He was ancient guru from India. So what do we understand from this? Like, there is a state which is called enlightenment, which is that is actually existing. When you reach that particular state, there is nothing you have to do. Like, you will be in previous video I have been talking, you will be in this state of samadhi itself. It's a kind of nirvikalpa samadhi itself. So when you reach that particular state, you don't have to do anything, like, because it's all happens. It's when I speak about that, it is which is something which cannot be explained with the words actually, because this is more or less experiential reality. So the reality, this is something which you can experience as the reality and the self itself. This is where the moksha happens. This doesn't mean that you don't have to perform any action or something that sort. Like, if it is goes like, you don't have to perform any action or anything that sort, that it means that your mind is conditioning from you to perform a particular action. But when you reach the state of moksha, the action is something which is very much intuitive. Like, it happens without any particular sort of push or any particular sort of force, or the mind is not acting here. Like, you will be in at this state of complete bliss, and you do action according to the state of bliss. So this is the state where it is called as moksha. And moksha doesn't mean that you are not performing any action or any deed. It happens when you are in moksha. It happens just like it is. Moksha Marga. The next word in the index is Moksha Marga. So when we talk about the moksha, there is a path also to reach that particular state. So this is called Moksha Marga, a path which lead you to liberation. So this particular path, or any particular path that can actually take you to the liberation, is known as the Moksha Marga. The way which enables you to achieve the moksha is known as Moksha Marga. Jnana Yoga. If we look into this particular book, we can actually see there are multiple way of yoga is been described. As I'm always saying, yoga is the state of mind where you become merged with the absolute. This is the state of mind where you will be in at union with the existence itself. So to reach there are multiple sort of yogic path is there. Like, one is from that one is like, the daily performances, like, like sun salute is the part of the yoga, like this kind of physical yoga, or the karma yoga. This is something which make you to which helps you to understand the prana and the flow, vinyasa flow in your body, and taking that particular prana into higher consciousness. This comes through practice. And Jnana Yoga is not that particular kind of yoga. Jnana Yoga is the path of achieving liberation through resonating, which means that something is happening, you will analyze this particular thing with the help of resonating. For example, this is also called as viveka. Like, if you are in the path of Jnana Yoga, you should be having viveka. Like, you should be having a sharp intellect which helps you to analyze the situations or the things which is happening around you. With the help of this particular intellect, you can actually analyze what is actually happening and how to achieve the desired result which you want. This is called Gyan Yoga. So this is the path of knowledge that helps you to reach the absolute knowledge or the Brahman. This is called Gyan Yoga. Navamshakam, which I have described in the previous video. Samadhi. Samadhi is this state of constant bliss which enables you to, in that particular state, you will be in the complete bliss or the moksha. So this is called Samadhi that I have described in the previous video. Margaret, she is the lady which I spend a lot of my time with her. She is my teacher. So about her also I have spoken in my book. I have learned a lot of things from her, and I'm really glad whatever I got from the Gurukula and from her. Namaste, like it's like, you know, hi, something that sort. But while we are saying namaste, we respect each other, like, you know, we see the divinity. Like if you are performing namaste by this understanding, it is good, and don't like many people do, it's like, you know, by force, like, you know, it's a part of culture and things like that. But if you see the divinity in the other person and you are experiencing that divinity, there is nothing wrong on saying namaste to somebody. And this particular way is in which you are actually respecting the other person, not just him, the divinity in that particular person's self. So this is called namaste. Next word in this particular list is the Varanasi or Benares. So this is the holy place where Indian cosmologist or according to Indian cosmology, if you die in that particular place, it's been believed if you die in that particular place, you will get moksha directly. So this is called this is a place name. It's called Varanasi, Benares, or Kashi. It is different names it has. And the begging, according to Indian mythology or Indian cosmology or Vedanta, if you want to kill your ego properly, you have to lose it. The easiest way to lose it is actually going for begging. If you go for begging, you will lose most of your egoistic approach towards the life. Like I have that, I have this, like, you know. So you will get a sense of detachment out of the begging. It doesn't mean that you have to leave everything and go begging. It's the entire purpose of religious begging is to get a sense of detachment from the everyday life. Maharishi. So Rishi is a term. Like if we look into the Ramana, who is in the who lived in Tiruvannamalai, Arunachala, if we look into him, people's call him as Maharishi. Or if we look into the teacher of Sri Sri Devi Shankar, people call him as the teacher of the Devi Shankar as the Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. So the similar way, Ramana also known as Maharishi. The Rishi, the word meaning of the Rishi is the seer. The word meaning means the seer, he who saw something which is beyond the physical reality. This is called Rishi. And Maharishi means the someone who is greatest seer, like, you know, the greatest in all the seers. So this is a term which represents someone who is very much established in the self, or the nectar of immortality, what we call. If you really into, if you really go really deep into the absolute reality, you get the nectar of immortality, which means that you understand what is death and what is birth, beyond the terms of the physical transformation. So this is where the rishis are being established into, and this is where the great seers are being established into. And Maharishi is a term which represent the greatest seer. Arunachala is a similar way. I have spoken about the Kashi. Arunachala is a place where it's a tremendous energy. That particular place has tremendous energy, where people, whoever goes there, they can experience that without the caste or creed. That particular place is very transformative place, and in Arunachala you can experience a lot of things. So this is why it's a mountain. It's in Tiruvannamalai, and I started writing this particular book from Arunachala only, and that comes a lot in this particular book, and Arunachala is really deep. Tantra. Tantra is this book is about Tantra. As I described in my previous video, one of my video, which was a podcast, yoga is the yoga is the state of mind. Tantra is the technique that helps you to reach that particular state of mind. This is called as Tantra. There are many techniques: worshipping, yantra, yoga, I mean physical yoga, and things like that, to reach this particular state of mind. That those techniques falls into Tantra. This some of the techniques are 112 techniques are there, which Shiva gives to Shakti, that has been described in Mahanirvana Tantra. So if things goes better, I would love to do something on Mahanirvana Tantra, which maybe comes later. And the next word in this particular book is Saint John. Saint John is a holy person according to Christian cosmology. So this particular book is talking about him as well. Mantra is the as I have described in this book, is mantra is the repeated chanting of a particular word to evoke a particular sort of energy, which is useful for many things, like to enhance the quality of your life, to get what you want out of your life, and things like that. So this is called mantra. And the next word is Soundarya Lahari. This is a Sanskrit term. If we translate this particular Sanskrit term, just as English, it will be get translated as the ecstasy of beauty. If we look into this particular book called Soundarya Lahari, Sri Shankara was talking a lot about the beauty of the goddess. In order to understand this particular kind of beauty, this book helps you. Like you have to go deeper into the word meaning of this particular book. And the Soundarya Lahari is being used to do a lot of pujas and worships and things like that in temples. But if you go in that particular way, there is a chance of experiencing it is very less. But if you go into the way of knowledge, you can actually experience the beauty in your subconscious realm of your mind. You can actually experience and go really deep into that. Prana Prathistha, it's a tantric term where you are giving life to a dead object. For example, Rudraksha is a dead object, but it is very much energetic. And if you chant a particular mantra in a particular order for up to a particular time, this particular object, this lifeless object, will get life. So this is called Prana Prathistha. There are some techniques to give life to this particular object in a particular order. So this is where the Prana Prathistha comes into the picture, and this is a tantric term. Yantra is the sacred geometrical symbol that you can go through in the previous shorts. It's these are the sacred symbols. I did a lot of paintings on this, and you can also practice. That will evoke yourself into higher realm and higher imagination, and it will help you to destroy a lot of problems which your mind is facing, and you can actually come into reality with the help of yantras. If you practice it every day, drawing a little bit of yantras and things like that. So that things, some of the yantras, mostly I people who are approaching me, I will actually give them the way of sadhana, which is in Yantra Vidya. So there are 10 yantras. So these are the yantras which you can go through my profile, and you can figure out more about that in my previous videos and my shorts and things like that. So yantra is basically a sacred geometrical symbol that represent a philosophy. So we can call it as an abstract representation of philosophical idea that can give you lot experience. This is what I would love to call the yantras as. And John, that he's a Saint John. He's a holy person according to Christian mythology. Vidya is the knowledge. While understanding, when we are talking about Vidya, is not just knowledge. There are multiple type of knowledges are existing. For example, operating a camera is a knowledge, but Vidya is not that. Vidya is something which helps you to go out from the darkness to reach the light. This is called Vidya. And Avidya is something which helps you to go to darkness. So while understanding Vidya, you have to understand what is Avidya as well. So with the help of Viveka, you can do that. This is the part of the Raja Yoga or the Gyan Yoga. So this is called Vidya. The learnable techniques that can help you to travel from darkness to light if you really want. This is called Vidya. Eeshavasya, it's an Upanishad, and this is what we have described in our previous video. And Upanishad, we also have described what is Upanishad in the previous video. So we will look into the more terms in the coming videos, and thank you for watching.